In Stalingrad, I witnessed an eerie sight, Nikita recalled. Our people were collecting German corpses across the city. If the corpses lay around and began decomposing, we could have an epidemic. The Battle of Stalingrad, 1942-43, had raged for months. Hardly a building was left standing in some of the most ferocious urban warfare the world had ever seen. Each side's casualties numbered in the hundreds of thousands, but it was the Soviets who ultimately prevailed. The tide had turned on the Third Reich. We tried to remove corpses as quickly as possible and burn them. There were many corpses, thousands of them. The corpses were piled in layers. A layer of corpses and 2 layers of railway sleepers, and these were set on fire. Huge piles were on fire. They made a very grim impression. Napoleon or someone else said that the enemy's corpse was a sweet smell. I don't know about the others, but I did not find the sweet smell at all. Nor was it pleasant to behold the sight. Recollections of horror only deepened the sense of personal grief. In March 1943, Nikita lost his son, whose plane was shot down by the Germans in an air duel. His remains were never found. Several months later, in the autumn of 1943, Leonya very nearly lost his life. He had been involved in a landing operation aimed at capturing Novorossiysk, a Russian Black Sea port. The 30-something-year-old Leonya was not himself doing much fighting. A party official, he spent the early months of the war working out the logistics for the retreating Soviet forces, but this time he was close to the action. Too close, it turned out. During one of the trips to the bridgehead, his boat hit a mine. He suffered a head injury and was fished out of the sea unconscious. The injury made itself felt years later, when Leonya's speech began to slur. Few knew about it, and unknowingly, endlessly mocked him for mispronouncing words. He would often recall a conversation with his father, Ilya, who'd asked him about the height of the Eiffel Tower. Upon learning that it stood 300 meters high, Leonya's father said that he wanted to build a tower just like the Eiffel Tower on top of Mount Everest, hang Hitler and his associates from that tower, and then give telescopes to people so everyone could see their fate. Then, he added, there would be no wars.